Taurus rising. May feels like a turning point, but not in a loud, dramatic, chaotic way. It's quieter than that. It's the kind of shift where you wake up one day and realize, wait, I don't want what I used to want anymore. And see that realization, it changes everything because this month is not about forcing change. It's about you recognizing where you've been settling and deciding that you're done. I feel like I need something. You tried to fight, but you for my heart is racing for clarity. What's going on, everybody? My name is Santana, better known as Aubrey, when I'm doing my spiritual shit. And yes, this is going to be for my Taurus out there, specifically Taurus risings, because with astrology, when it comes to horoscopes specifically, not tarot, but when it comes to horoscopes, you want to focus on your rising signs, as the transits are going to tell what houses, it's going to impact, right? So for my Tauruses out there, this is general. If you would like to book you a personal reading, you can go to my website, thealigningsouls.com. Okay. Keep in mind, this is general. So if you want to figure out what's going on with you and your T, you can, again, thealigningsouls.com and book a reading. All right. Now let's go ahead and jump in. So May 1st, full moon in Scorpio. Baby, when I tell you, okay, because this is going to impact your seventh house. This month opens with a mirror and not a flattering one, okay? This full moon hits your seventh house of relationships and it does not act nicely. It shows you exactly what the fuck has been going on. Now, you might be sitting across from someone or texting someone or even just thinking about a situation and something clicks. Not in a dramatic explosion, but more like, oh, and that O carries weight because now you see how much you've been giving, how much you've been tolerating, how much you've been justifying. And suddenly it's hard to pretend that everything is fine. Some of y'all might realize you've been overextending yourselves in the relationships, right? You've been accepting less than you deserve from a relationship, or maybe you've been holding on to something out of comfort, not alignment. And maybe once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's literally how May is starting off. Like, I know I have a best friend that's a Taurus rising, and they have been telling me for the last 3 months how they want to get out of living with someone they're not attracted to who insists on a relationship. And the full moon literally has unlocked all of that for them. And now they're forced to not only move, but switch different locations to a whole other state. So yes, believe me when I tell you, relationships are going to get uncomfortable for you, okay? This is how May starts, not with chaos, but with clarity. Okay. And right after that realization, May 2nd, we have Mercury entering Taurus in your first house. Things are going to turn inward because Mercury entering your first house, now the shift focuses is on you, right? Your thoughts, your voice, your perspective. You start questioning things that you didn't question before. Like, why the fuck did I even allow that? Like, why did I keep putting myself in this situation? Like, what do I actually want? And this is where Taurus risings start waking up. Not dramatically, but intentionally, because you might notice yourself speaking up more, thinking more independently, caring less about how things look and more about how they feel. This is the beginning of you recentering yourself, okay? Now, on May 6th, we have the Pluto retrograde happening in your 10th house of career and direction, right? Something shifts quietly in the background. It's not loud, but it's heavy, okay? Because Pluto going retrograde in your 10th house of career and direction, suddenly your life path starts feeling questionable. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, you might be at work doing your usual thing, and out of nowhere, the thought hits, I cannot keep doing this long term. Or this is not the version of success that I actually want. And it's uncomfortable because nothing may be wrong externally, but internally, you've outgrown it. Some of you start realizing you've been playing small in your career. You've been staying where it's safe instead of where it's aligned. You've been following a path that doesn't excite you anymore. And now you can feel that shift starting, even if you don't have the answer yet. So on May 16th, we have the new moon in Taurus. Again, you guys are the star of the month, right? This is in your first house. And this is where the story is going to change because mid-month, you get a reset. The new moon landing in your first house is your identity, your presence, your direction. This isn't about other people anymore. This is about who you're deciding to be moving forward with. And this moment, it feels different. It's not rushed. It's not chaotic. It's intentional. You might not announce it to the world, but internally you decide, okay, I'm not doing this the same way anymore, right? And that decision shows up as setting boundaries, moving differently, carrying yourself differently, thinking differently. This is where your life starts shifting because you shift first. Now, May 17th through the 20th, Gemini activation in your second house. As soon as you make that internal shift, your attention goes straight to your money. Because now the question becomes, okay, how the fuck do I actually support this new version of myself? Because with Mercury and the Sun activating your second house, you start thinking about income, values, security, sustainability. You might find yourself brainstorming ways to make more money, questioning if your current situation is enough, realizing you deserve more than what you've been settling for. And here's the thing, this isn't about greed. This is about alignment, though, because now that you're choosing yourself, you can't keep living in a way that doesn't reflect that. So on May 18th, when Mars enters Taurus in your first house, the energy shifts from thinking to action. Mars enters your first house and suddenly you feel it in your body. There's a fire under you now, a pressure, a push. You might feel more restless, more impatient, more ready to move. But here's where Taurus energy changes the game, because you're not rushing, you're building. And that's the difference this time. You're not making impulsive decisions. You're making intentional moves, moves that actually support the life that you said that you wanted. May 18th, Venus is entering Cancer in your third house. And so emotionally, you soften in how you connect. You start craving real conversations, craving meaningful communication, craving emotional understanding. Surface level interactions just they're not hitting the same anymore, because you want to feel heard, you want to feel understood, connected. And some of you will realize not everyone can meet you there. And that's okay, because now you're choosing death over convenience. And by the end of the month, full moon in Sagittarius in your eighth house, you're releasing something emotional, something heavy, something you've been carrying longer, much longer than you needed to. And this full moon in your eighth house brings closure. Not always loud, not always dramatic, but final. You might emotionally detach from someone. You might let go of an old version of yourself. You might release fear, insecurity, or dependency. And when you do, you're going to feel lighter, clearer, more in control. So the oracle message is this, because this is where everything comes together. Happy, happy. And I know some of y'all are like, happy? Bitch, after all that? Yes. Because this is happiness that's not on a surface level, right? It's not fake. It's not temporary. This is the kind of happiness that comes from choosing yourself, aligning with your truth, letting go of what doesn't serve you. This is peace. This is contentment. This is, I'm finally living in a way that feels right to me. And it didn't come easy, but it came because you were willing to shift. Okay. So listen, if you're watching this and you're like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going through, but I still don't know what to do next. Maybe that's because this is general. This is for all Taurus risings, but your life, your chart, your timing, your decisions, that's specific. So if you're serious about getting clarity, making the right moves, and actually stepping into this new version of yourself, book your reading, thealigningsouls.com, because you could keep watching readings, or you can actually get the one that's about you. Get on your shit before shit gets on you. Tell me what you want.